the message. So a lot of y'all may not know somebody, but shoot, y'all like, yeah, I know this one, and they still doing nothing. And God said, that's what you need to know. So something may be upside down, but we gonna turn the deck right side up. And everybody is looking like, don't we know it, boo? Hey, boo, what you up to? God said, that's what everybody wanna ask. I said, shoot, this is a tower moment. A lot of y'all is going to be experiencing some tower moments after tower moments after tower moments. And that one says, shoot, we going to have to, you know what, hurry this up because I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. And I don't want you to, you know what, miss a great opportunity, boo. And God said, you've been through a lot. And that one looking like, and you have, unfortunately. And I think I know you from the past. And you will get it done, boo. And you was amazing and shit. And I want to reconcile with you and I want to give you, you know what you deserve. Because you know what? You remind me of my younger self. And I said, you a jack of all trades, but a master of maybe one. And grandma said, that's what you need to know, boo. The magician is here. I said, shit, you is old. Hey, old chick. God is going to make sure you get what you deserve and what you desire. I said, don't we know it, boo? This is the Hierophant. A lot of institutions don't want to tell people exactly what happened, but you is well known and you will get the job done no matter what. May you be a man or a woman, you will get the job done. And that one nigga said, what it do, bitch? You need to compile this and I don't know where you at currently. And grandma said, that's what that Negro looking for. I said, ain't that the truth? The Hierophant is here coming out with the Knight of Wands. You is really amazing. And everybody act like you ain't amazing. I said, shit, you came up in here like you don't give a fuck. You came up in here like you the shit, boo. You got three major arcanas. God is all over this, baby. This is spiritually happening for you. And that nigga looking like shit. Don't take that one, get another one. Because that is too small for you. And you really looking like, yeah, I'm going to start out small and go big. Sometimes you got to just go big. And that's it. And that's your truth. The emperor is here. A lot of y'all is bosses. I said, what up, boss baby? And that's your truth. The Two of Swords energy is here. A lot of people don't know what to say, but shoot, being in a Two of Swords, it could be good or it could be bad. And y'all got a lot of emotions. And that nigga says, shit, I really could chop it up with you and you can be my BFF. And you know what? We'll be rubbing elbows, laughing at everybody else. And God said, that's what that nigga know about you too. I said, yeah. I don't even want to tell y'all who the fuck they are, but shit, you is important, bitch. A lot of people looking at you like you ain't shit. I said, keep on looking like they ain't shit, but they got new feelings and new emotions. I said, shit, uncover the rest, boo. Why are you hiding so much? And grandma said, ain't that the truth? Nine of Cups energy. A lot of y'all is gonna have this newfound overwhelming experience and y'all ain't gonna know what to say. I said, don't we know it, boo? You've been analyzing, you've been doing this, and you know what? A lot of people pop up in the middle of the night and start doing stuff and be like, yeah, I forgot what I did last night, but it was meant to occur this way. And that nigga looking like shit. You got so much out here that you know what? I need to treat you even more amazing. And that's what that nigga gonna do. A lot of people is looking like shoe. You the shit, boo. And why they act like you ain't, you and your motherfucking hair. A lot of y'all got this amazing hair and everybody looking like shit. I think I want that too. And that's your truth. A lot of people is contemplating on why they treated you the way that they treated you. But even that nigga said, shit, you was aggressive, boo. Transformation. A lot of y'all is, you know what? A boss bitch by y'allself. May you be a man or a woman. They like, you the boss, nigga. The fuck? I don't know why the fuck you think that I ain't, nigga. And I said, ain't that the truth? I said, transformation is key. And that nigga looking like, if you can get all that, shit, you can get even more. And grandma said, that's what that nigga know. He said, damn, you starting from scratch, shit. Damn, you got more energy than a little bit, bitch. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here too. The Knight of Swords energy. This nigga want to call and chop it up and be like, what the fuck? What we doing and where you doing it at now and everything? Because it look like you ain't doing it over there. You must be doing it somewhere else. And that nigga wanted the update. Wish fulfillment is here. Coming out with the Three of Wands. We have the King of Swords is here too. He like, shit, I ain't gonna tell you my motherfucking stilo. I ain't gonna tell you my background, but you got the motherfucking know-how. No, you got the all-knowing, and they know that too. See, that go to contract, baby. I said, shit, you know how to take care of business, boo. A lot of y'all out there be taking care of business, and they act like you ain't. I said, bitch, all you need is this, and then you'll be off and running. A lot of y'all just need a little help and assistance and everything will be amazing for you. I said, don't we fucking know it, boo? I said, we got major heavy hitters coming through and y'all act like that's not a major heavy hitter. My collective is a major heavy hitter and y'all act like they not. Shit. Don't tell nobody, bitch. And grandma said, look, communication is key, motherfucker. Communication. That's what the fuck we need. Communication. A lot of people need to communicate. I said, don't we know it, boo? Communication is very important to me. And if y'all ain't communicating shit, y'all can't fuck with me. So make a decision, boo. Which way you going? I said, this bitch going somewhere. Shit. And you do it what the fuck you need to do, how you need to motherfucking do it too, boo. A lot of these motherfuckers don't know what to say. 5 of Wands energy. Communication. They like, yeah, I know that bitch. But they only got this. Some of y'all make be broke as a motherfucking joke out here, baby. You got that and that's it. And you go get that. I really want to tell you, don't even do it, boo. And God said, ain't that the truth? 5 of Wands energy is here. Someone want to fight for that little bit of change. And he like, yeah, I'm trying to fight for it. Unbeknownst to you, a lot of these motherfuckers are looking like shit. You've been through war, boo. And you still pushing forward and you still pushing ahead. You like, shit, I done did it all. And you just, what, sitting here like, damn, shoot, and I'm ready to do some more. You got energy, baby. And I like a bitch that got energy. And that's somebody's truth here, boo. 10 of Cups energy coming out with the 10 of Pentacles. You can't fuck with you, boo. And God said, that's what they know too. You the 10 of Pentacles and you poured into a lot. And everybody acted like you didn't. Look at that. See? A lot of y'all out here is empresses. And you know what? These motherfuckers be acting like you ain't. Nigga, you pressure. And I said, that's pressure right there, niggas. Keep looking at them. How the fuck you think that they ain't important? But shit, we important motherfuckers, boo. And you know what? Shit, even my hair say important motherfucker. Don't we know it? I said, shit, 4 of Pentacles energy. They trying to hold out about the fact that you are the Empress. A lot of y'all is harnessing all of the swords, all of the kings, all of the swords, all of the pentacles, all of the motherfucking everything, boo. Y'all out here, shit. And they like, yeah, they is, boo. What you gonna do? See, 7 of Swords energy. You trying to be strategic. And that nigga looking like shit. You have been trying to do this and trying to do that while along you was doing this and doing all that and all this other shit and everything. And everybody always trying to act like what? Y'all ain't shit? Well, show me a bitch that ain't shit. And I'll show you a bitch that ain't you, boo. And God said, that's what they know too. I said, these bitches is getting it together by their goddamn self and everybody acting like what? Y'all ain't doing shit to help a motherfucker. And I said, that's what they know, boo. King of One's energy, baby. Y'all are fine, handsome, sexy bitches. I said, ain't that the truth? They always say the King of Wands is someone who's out here in the streets and everything. Please. These motherfucking King of Wands don't even want to be bothered, but they do have a lot of passion. They do have a lot of drive, and you know some shit. I said, yeah, she knows some shit, boo, damn. Unfortunately. And that nigga said, shoot, yeah, that's worth all your motherfucking services, boo. I'm emotional too, emotional than a motherfucker. There's somebody out here that's so goddamn emotional about you, you don't even know how emotional they is. They like, shit, I done came on my horse and everything, and I'm trying to, you know what, communicate effectively too. And I said, don't we fucking know it? He like, yeah, I like in person better, shit. Communication, you was all listening and looking. You was paying close attention to a lot of shit, and everybody want to act like you dumb. I said, you ain't dumb, but you do need the information. And I said, yeah, shit, that is a lot of homework, shit. You got to do everything, damn, boo, in order to get to a little bit. And that's what's fucked up. I said, that bitch ain't got nothing. And I said, she don't even give a fuck. And grandma said, ain't that the truth? Four of Pentacles energy, boo. They holding out all their emotions and everything, but you single and you know what, you rich and you're motherfucking all right by yourself. I said, shit, y'all don't know what that bitch got. And that's their truth, boo. But you got the Nine of Pentacles, and you know what? We seen the Ten of Pentacles. You been there. You did that. And now you're going to be single and by yourself and don't give a fuck? I said, ain't that the truth? I said, you the shit, baby. Completion, the world, victory and success. And you ain't foreign. Someone here wants to make a point. They are not foreign for some reason, boo. If you from the U.S., somebody happy that you from the U.S.C. And this is good news. You the shit. I don't know why you think you ain't the shit, but you the shit. But what it do? What it do, bitch? Let's communicate even effectively. It's more even okay more than what we've been communicating. I said, shit. She like, yeah, you gonna be successful. And I said, about motherfucking time. See, because I'll take my own situation, and I gotta go hurry up off it because I gotta motherfucking what that say? Okay, I'll take my own situation. A lot of things I've been doing for years, and I don't have nothing to show for it. And that nigga looking like, and I know it, boo. You've been trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. And everybody be looking like, what? If they'll get the fuck out your way, you will be okay, huh? That's what that nigga want to say. I said, this bitch ain't sick, tired, or nothing. This bitch got energy. And everybody looking at you like you do, boo. See? Unbeknownst to them. I said, this bitch is amazing. I don't know why the fuck they think you ain't amazing, boo, but you amazing. Hey, amazing bitch. Shit. This is a rude awakening. Look, motherfucking judgment is here. Coming out with motherfucking justice. You got all the motherfucking what do you call it? Matriarch, major arcanas coming out for your ass. God is here. God said, you gonna have wish fulfillment too, shit. We're gonna give you everything and shit. And you know what? You ain't even all cocky. You a humble bitch. And I said, don't we know it? All this damn attention you get, you still like shit. I'm just a regular person. Help me, please. Anybody. Can y'all help me? Shit. And grandma said, that's what they know too. So you're about to receive some good news. And that bitch is looking like shit. Don't I know it? I said, this one been through a lot. And you know what? They always trying to track people down. And grandma said, not today, boo. They They want to track you and everything, see where you at, see what you're doing and stuff. That's not true. So, what do you need to do in order to stay on the pathway of bringing justice to you? Make a decision. God said, stay single and rich and by yourself. Damn. See, taking a leap of faith, boo. So stay focused, baby. Protect yourself. Protect yourself all the time. And even that nigga said, shit, I ain't even want to do this. But you know what? That's what he had to do. You taught him how to, you know what? Give customer service, boo. That's customer service, bitch, 101. A lot of people who literally have went through college, got master degrees, don't have common sense. And that's what's so fucked up, but that's what that nigga don't have. Common sense, confirmation. And you taught someone something. The high priestess is here. You like, shit, I guess you are what you say you are. And they want you to what? Tell them more, boo. But they need to pay too. I said, shit. Don't we know it? So stay on the pathway of doing whatever contractual agreements that you need to do, okay? Keep yourself smart, intelligent, and keep on learning things. And you learning things bit by bit, and they overstand that too. I said, shit, you had to figure this out. You had to figure that out, and you keep on figuring shit out. By the time you figure shit out, you're going to be 100 years old and be like, dang, I wish I knew all this back when I was 50. Damn. And that's your truth. Grandma said he ain't giving to you as much as he's supposed to give to you, but that's on him. I said, yeah, that's a hating motherfucker. See? And he know that. I said, yeah, she ain't that. She really Spanish. I said, ain't that the truth, boo? Three of Swords energy. A lot of people wanted you to get involved with some shit. But tell this nigga who you ain't. Because you've been through enough. So keep on persevering and make your decisions and do what you be doing, okay? Because God said this was meant to occur. And he looking like, don't I fucking know it? I'm stubborn than a motherfucker. And that nigga looking like, shit, you crazy, bitch. And you are. So stay focused. Because you ain't got enough to, you know what, do nothing with. And he like, yeah, but you was trying. And grandma said, that's what he know too. The sun is here. So someone is really excited to have you in their presence. And they really is happy than a motherfucker. And I say, yeah, I already know all these motherfuckers be sitting up here steering me the wrong way, acting like, you know what, I supposed to do this, then that. I said, nigga, I don't even want to hear your shit. But I just stand here and listen to your dumb shit. And grandma said, that's what he do. He stands there and listens to dumb shit, or she. And grandma said, that's being illuminated, boo. Take care.